Welcome to BackChat, the show that reads, listens, and responds to FX viewer mail. Tonight we celebrate the 300th episode of BackChat. We'll also tell you where the Davis clan lived on the series Family Affair, and of course we'll answer your frequently asked questions. I'm Jane Fergus, and now here's the host of the show, Mr. Jeff Probst.
Wow, 300, I get a Mister in front of my name.
Well, respect for
All right,
you.
Miss Fergus. Very nice. Welcome to BackChat. It is indeed our 300th show. Who knew? Who knew? 300 and 300. And I think we have something special that FX does for us, which we get to in just a couple minutes. Can we say hello to the BackChat players? Maddie Auerbach and the lovely Jillian Roberto. Jillian, what's the deal? A lot of people stop me on the street and they're saying, is Jillian, you know, she's single, married, have kids? What's the deal?
He's lying.
I'm not telling.
You're not telling? Oh, okay. Let's get started our 300th show with this incredibly optimistic comment from Gilbert White of San Francisco, California.
Man, oh man, as I'm writing this, the weather outside is balmy, spring training is going on in Florida and Arizona, and BackChat is about to come on. Am I dreaming, or is this a perfect day? What a wonderful world!
You're not dreaming. Spring is in the air. Baseball will soon be here, and BackChat is definitely on the air. Okay, for our 300th show, FX does something pretty neat, I think. Not every company has to do this. Dave Diner's going to help us out. You're going to...
Jeff, you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. And 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
good.
you. Hold on just a moment, please, Jane.
Oh, Monty didn't
Go on, give it another shot.
Jane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we going to keep...
Jeff. I want to say congratulations on your 300th show.
Thanks a lot, Dave. All right.
Wow.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
We get to keep those.
Oh, good. Okay.
All right. If you're anybody who's ever watched this show by now, well, you've heard. Yes, Breakfast Time, the flagship show of the network, is making the move to Fox, becoming a big-time show. They get bigger offices, prettier places, better pictures. And we've been getting a lot of mail, none more representative than the following questions from Jennifer David of Divide, Colorado.
Why is Breakfast Time moving to Fox? When will it happen? What will happen to it? Will it still be in the apartment? Please, I need some answers.
All right, Jennifer, you need answers. We have answers. Who better than to provide those answers than the co-host of the show, Tom Bergeron?
We want to tell you that there will be a lot of new shows on FX, and I'll leave it to Gary and other BackChat shows to outline them, but also happening in the apartment as Breakfast Time when it metamorphoses into a 1-hour Fox daytime show. A minute? All right, Jen, here we go. All right, we'll be in the apartment as well. That was one of your questions. Why is it moving to Fox? Because Fox feels that the essence of what we've done here on FX over the past 20 months is exactly what they need and want to launch a new day part for them. They've never done daytime programming throughout the entire Fox network, and our show will be the virgin effort. Yow. What will happen to the show? Again, I mentioned it'll be an hour version, but the essence of it, the feel of it, the tone, you're going to be very happy.
That was Tom Bergeron talking about the changes that will be coming with Breakfast Time when it makes it to the network. Now, Breakfast Time moving creates a lot of changes, schedule changes here at FX, not the least of which involves BackChat starting next week. BackChat moves 1/2 hour earlier to 4 o'clock on Sunday. So if you're keeping math, we are now 4 o'clock on Sundays East Coast time. And there are a couple other changes. If you want to get a hold of those changes, there are a number of ways you can do it. One, you could call our 1-800 line. It's our Sprint line, FXFXFX1. You can also check out our web page site, www.fxnetworks.com. You could check your local listings, and if your power of retention is very strong and you can read really fast, we'll take a look at the schedule right now. There it is, going by. Okay. There it is, some of the changes going on at FX. Paul Lawrence has a real estate question.
I'm wondering if you know if the apartment building exterior as seen in Family Affair really exists, and if so, where?
All right, according to the producers of the show, Uncle Bill and all his kids lived at 600 East 62nd Street here in New York City. We took our cameras to that address, and here's what we found. Here we are in New York City. This is, now Family Affair is on also, but there we are, 500 East 62nd Street, and that is the Equal Opportunity Building. That's as far east as you can go. That is where 600 East 62nd would be. Right there is where their house would be, so evidently Buffy and Jody and all of them lived right in the middle of the East River.
Sleeping with the fishes.
You can catch Family Affair every weekday afternoon at 2 p.m. here on FX. A viewer named Daphne doesn't duck her true feelings when she writes.
I thought TV was doomed before you guys came along. My son and I have become devout fans of FX. I really appreciate all the old shows you've brought back. My 12-year-old son has, to my heart's content, developed an affection for shows like Mission Impossible. He's in love with Barbara Bain. I absolutely love Personal FX. It's given me a whole new perspective on my attic.
Can we check in with Jillian Roberto? Jillian?
Yes?
Now, I didn't mean to fluster you by asking you about your social life, but you seem a little down. You seem a little lacking energy today. Have I got you?
No, I don't think so, Jeff.
No?
I'm good.
Okay, you're feeling good.
Yeah.
Wow, Jillian doesn't mind telling you when she's feeling good. Now, every week on BackChat, we make a pledge to answer as many comments and criticisms from you as we can, whether they're good or bad, happy or sad, even if they're completely out of left field. Timothy Rogers sounds like he's boasting in this email.
I promise I can blow air out of my eyes, yet no one believes me. Amazing, don't you think?
Actually, I believe you because I can do, I mean, blowing, that's pretty cool, but I can actually do something. Hang on here just a second. Hope I can still do this. Okay. It's an old it's an old frat trick, you know. Boy, do I hear the FX Express coming? Oh, there he is, carrying this week's postcard of the week. There it is. Comes to us from Devil's Tower. Take a look at this, Big Al. Oh, this is beautiful. From South Bend, Indiana. It says, "Dear BackChat, my name is Crystal, not Krista." And look at that, Devil's Tower. Of course, this little homesteader cabin has seen many changes. In the background is Devil's Tower. That's what the card says. Jane Fergus is now in the library with this week's most frequently asked question.
That's right. This is what you want to know. Here's our first question of the week. It's about Nanny and the Professor. When did Nanny originally air?
I do know this.
Go ahead, take a guess.
Early 70s, like 71 or something.
That's pretty good. It started January 21st, 1970, ended a short while later, December 27th, 1971. Do you know what network?
ABC.
Good guess. Very good. Next question is about the Green Hornet. Who's the announcer on Green Hornet?
I know
Jeff,
this.
I know you know this because a couple of weeks ago we did a question similar to this, and you said, "God, how many times do we answer that question?" So let's hear the answer from you.
William Dozier, the executive producer.
Very good. Also did it for?
Batman.
You're just brilliant today.
Thank
Next
you.
question, the grand finale. Wow. You know, and it's been working for weeks. Oh, all right. Who sings the Fall Guy theme song?
Josh Binswanger.
Ding! No, wrong. The theme song, it's called The Unknown Stuntman, and it's sung by Colt Seavers himself, Lee Majors. It's written by David Somerville, Gail Jensen, and Glenn Larson. You can sing a little of it for us?
No, I know. Josh sings the channel hosting theme song.
Yeah, that's what
which was a big hit with the executives here.
That's right, yeah.
All right, thank you, Jane. If you have something you'd like to tell us about FX or any of our programming, want to know something about Jillian, Jane, Maddie, Adam, Dave Hamilton, Dave Diner, Gary Stein, here's how you can get a hold of us. 1-800-FX-FX-FX1. You can also fax us 212-802-4205. You can email us bkchat@delphi.com. Still to come on BackChat, is it true that Lyle Wagner was the first choice to play Batman? And up next, it's our wild card segment. We'll be right back. That's about 200. He sends this little thing here, right here, Big Al. Show this thing. He made this on his computer. It's very nice. It's got a bunch of pictures of Jane and Jeff, and he talks about the lovely Jane Fergus and how chocolate is like a day without Jane Fergus or something like that. I don't know what it is. But Viv's, and he asked if we would just, yeah, sure.
Give some out.
And
there you go.
There we go. And then Viv's wanted everyone to sign this.
Okay.
So if you could just take that
we'll have
too.
anything else?
Yeah, that's it for now. There you go. All right.
Take one.
It's a 300 show. Viv's sent that in. It's a lot of chocolate.
Start signing.
We like candy here on BackChat. Jane, you getting everybody passed
Everybody,
out?
Steve Schwartz.
Steve Schwartz.
Leslie, our lovely director.
Man who runs the network, Leslie.
Gary, you deserve one.
Thank you so much.
Dave Desire, you
Gary
deserve
Steiner,
two.
producer. Dave Diner. We don't know what he does. Jane
Al.
Fergus. Oh, Time now for our visual of the week. Are you ready, Jane?
Get ready.
I'm going to get back off the chair. Take a look at this. This is a lovely visual of the week. This is really nicely done. Great little cartoon here of the Riddler. This comes to us from 13-year-old Generation FX member Kristen Henshaw from Wausau, Oklahoma. I think everybody recognizes who this is. Of course it is. From In Living Color, Jim Carrey portraying the Riddler. Who else would it be? Kristen, we like this so much, we're sending it to someone else. Jane, please tell her where it's going.
Kristen, your drawing of Jim the Riddler Carrey is going to outrace the wind to get to the mailbox of Dane Horner of Dodge City, Kansas. Known as the cowboy capital of the world, Dodge City celebrates its heritage with Dodge City Days, complete with a fake train robbery. Stick 'em up, partner, and nobody will get hurt. We'll ask Dane to take a photo or a video with your drawing, and when we receive it, we'll show it right here on BackChat.
If you have something you think might make a nice visual of the week, pack it up and send it to this address. It's BackChat, P.O. Box 825, Madison Square Station, New York, New York, 10159-0825. Well, today's wildcard segment honors the good men and women who protect this country of ours, the men and women who protect us from good and evil and forces in between, the men and women who do this every day wearing hot, sweaty masks. Oh, there they are! The superhero salute. Batman, the Green Hornet, Wonder Woman, and the greatest American hero. We kick off this superhero salute with this superhero salute from Eugene Summage of Beaumont, Texas. He calls it Superhero Center. Take a look at this. You're not going to believe this. Adam Greener, Tom, help me out with this, guys. Just take a look at this. Is this artwork? Adam, can you hold this up, buddy? Help me out there. Look at this.
Wow.
Just look at the artwork on this guy. He's got the Wolverine, Robin, Flash, Professor, Batman. He's got Iron Man, he's got Wonder Woman, and of course the Daredevil. And there's Spider-Man and some other people I don't even know.
Do we air Daredevil?
Unbelievable. He taped them all together. It's amazing stuff, isn't it? Adam? Isn't that amazing? That's amazing. Gary Boyer of Great Falls, Montana has this grammatical question about the Cape Crusader.
A few days ago, my English teacher focused on the topic of onomatopoeia, which is the use of words that imitate the sounds associated with the objects or actions they refer to, like buzz. Anyway, he brought up the topic of the show Batman. We had a class argument because he said Batman was the show with the most onomatopoeia. It's not that we don't believe him, but we need some proof. Could you please settle this discrepancy?
Well, first of all, Gary, we want to commend you for taking valuable educational time to talk about BackChat. Now, as far as whether Batman had the most onomatopoeia or some other show had it, we're not sure. We checked into the files. They have a lot of onomatopoeia on that show, but we weren't really sure who had the most onomatopoeia. So it doesn't matter, though, because from now on, we're declaring ourselves as the show with the most onomatopoeia. All right, guys, let's start it. Pow! Whoosh! Splat!
All right, yeah.
That's three.
Great.
That's three. Let's just keep it.
Yeah, someone
okay,
keep
that's
the
good,
tally.
guys. Thanks a lot. All right, there we go. Oh, but we've made Kathy Dreyer of Houston, Texas happier than happy.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for bringing back the greatest American hero. It made me sadder than sad when FX put the show on hiatus, but now my toes are twinkling. Do me another favor, will you? Give me a short plot synopsis so my son will quit bugging me.
Sure, Kathy, we'd love to, actually. We have a little, I think, footage of the show to kind of give you the storyline. There it is, the greatest American hero. What happens is William Capp plays a high school teacher, Ralph Hinckley. One day on a field trip, a spaceship lands, and out come a few extraterrestrials. They give Ralph a spaceship, which gives him superpowers. They also give him an instruction booklet, which he loses, thus ensuring that his supersuit will cause him trouble in every episode. You throw in Bill Maxwell, seen there as Robert Culp, a neurotic FBI agent, and his beautiful girlfriend, Pam Davison, played by the lovely Connie Casella, who's married to who?
John
Tesh. And you have the greatest American hero. I just thought of something else I can do with my eyes. This is a tough one. All right, Alvin. Okay, here we go. All right, ready?
Ew. Oh. Yeah. That's it.
Oh, man. Oh, I strained something right there. I just did a corpuscle or something bust. Okay. You all right, Alvin?
Yeah.
Okay, can you keep that for me?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. All right, maybe this letter from Clyde Besson of Claremore, Oklahoma belongs on Lost and Found, the FX show that reunites old acquaintances. But, well, by God, we're claiming it as our own.
After watching an episode of The Green Hornet, I thought I saw Lloyd Gough, with whom I served during World War II in England from 1944 to 45. Right or wrong?
Yeah, I think you were absolutely right. Lloyd Go definitely played. There he is. There's a photo of him. The hard-nosed crime reporter Mike Axford on the Green Hornet. Now, right or wrong, as far as did you serve in World War II with him? I don't know. You got us on that one. I guess only you know. Phil Sumner wonders what might have been with this email.
Hey, I love it at network. But tell me, how come some Wonder Woman episodes take place in the 1940s and some take place in the 70s? What happened to Wonder Woman through the 50s and 60s?
All right, here's the deal with that story. It originally aired on ABC in 76, 77. They had it in World War II. Then when it moved to CBS, they wanted to update it to modern day, which was at that time the 70s, and so they just changed it to the 70s. And as far as what Wonder Woman was doing during the 50s and 60s, it's not entirely sure. We have a couple ideas. She probably did a few beach movies with Frankie Avalon and Annette Funicello. And in the 60s, I have a feeling she sang with the Jefferson Airplane, did a little touring with them. So just a couple other things. She probably did other things.
Same
Next
outfit.
week on, huh?
Same outfit.
Yeah, well, that's the only one she has. She's Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Next week on BackChat, meet one of our fine new members of the FX family, Mercedes Woods. I kept looking around thinking she was here. Up next, true or false, Lyle Wagner, was he the first choice for Batman? He couldn't be. We'll be right back.
Hi, welcome back to BackChat, the show for viewers who have something to say about FX.
Welcome back to BackChat. Big Al, you were just making a comment in the bump. Get your big butt in here and tell me what you were saying.
That wasn't right.
What?
You guys were working.
Well, that's all right. It's the city of New York. What's the difference? Time now for Let Me Answer That. Hi, buddy. Edith Stone of Parsippany, New Jersey has thrown down the gauntlet.
Come on, smart guy. Tell me something I don't know about Robert Urich. No sitcoms, no movies. I know all about him. What else have you got?
Well, okay, Miss Smart Lady. Born in Ontario, Canada, December 19th, 1947. He's 6'2". He played a cowboy in Lonesome Dove, and he loves puppies. Woof. I made up the puppy thing. Toby James Petty from Durango, Colorado asks...
Is it true that Lyle Wagner was originally supposed to play the role of Batman before Adam West got the part?
You know, I'm sorry. I was just dozing talking with Big Al. Yeah, here's the deal. Yes and no, I guess. The story is that the way the story goes is that Adam West already had the role, but William Dozier wanted to see at least one other person in the outfit to make sure he'd made the right choice. So yeah, he asked Lyle Wagner as a favor, who was a friend of his, do this and let's just see. And I think they probably thought, no, Adam's great. He'll be perfect.
Exactly.
Doris Shee from San Jacinto, California is a big fan of a certain member of a late-night sketch comedy show who's gone into slightly bigger things.
I watch In Living Color every night just so I can see Jim Carrey. He's my favorite comedian of all time. I loved his last movie, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. Did you see it, Jeff? If you did, what did you think of it?
I certainly did see it, Doris. I liked it a lot. I thought it was funny, well-paced, and a treat for the entire family. Jane, you saw this movie. What did you think?
I completely disagree. I thought there was no plot, the narrative was weak, and it just wasn't as good as the first one.
How many tattoos do you give it?
I give it 2.
I give it 4 tattoos, so let's review today's movie, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. Jane didn't like it very much, only giving it 2 tattoos. I liked it a lot. I give it 4 tattoos. You can catch Jim Carrey and the rest of the In Loving Color gang every single night at 10 o'clock and 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every single day, so much mail arrives in our post office, we can't simply answer it all, so we try and devote 60 seconds to do just that right now as much as we can. We call it Mail in a Minute. What kind of music do we have today, Phil? All right, we'll get started with this from Dave Walls. He says, hey, I just wanted to say I think FX is great. I've been watching BackChat since the beginning when you had the graveyard shift late at night. It's amazing, Jeff. You've not had an extreme case of BackChat burnout anyway. Keep up the great work. Hey, what are you guys going to play? When are you going to play the Miami Vice reruns? That's from G-Man 4.
I don't know. No.
Don't hold your breath on that
plans.
one. Needham M. Smith Jr. Dear BackChat, I really love your channel and I'm hoping you continue to prosper in the future. I'm glad to see you're broadcasting Rawhide at night. People like that show, don't they? Ann Alexander, hey, I like Snickers bars and I like pancakes and I like BackChat. It's real nifty. Congratulations to all of you at BackChat for making it to 300 shows. Jennifer David. Hey, Carol Kirk says, tattoo is green? Yeah, and sometimes he's brown. Sumter, South Carolina, Robert Durant says, I've always loved watching the old Batman episodes. When are you going to show the movie that was based on the series? We don't own it. That's going to do it for Mail in a Minute. It's Gary Steiner's Jazz. We'll do it all again next week.
A little later, we'll be announcing the BackChat Letter of the Week. The writer of that letter will receive this FX pencil. There are no rules for winning Letter of the Week. Our producers just pick the one they like best.
You see, that ain't right. Now you got a guy doing black.
Ah, get out of here, Al. He's absolutely right. There's a couple of ways you can get a hold of us. Here's one of them. 212-802-4205. You can also email us. He was silver-faced. bkchat@delphi.com. He was an extraterrestrial. We'll be right back. Welcome back to BackChat, our 300th show. It's our letter of the week, taking the form of two universally named FX Viewer.
So, how long has FX been on TV? And how many FX pencils have you given away on BackChat?
All right, FX Viewer, we have been on the air along with the rest of the FX network since June 1st, 1994. We started giving pencils away on June 2nd, 1994. It was probably Steve Schwartz's idea. That means that the 285th pencil is about to be given away to yours truly, FX Viewer. Now, we don't have your address. It's for getting a prize from us, so you're going to have to let us know where to mail this. We will hold it for you until we hear from you. That is it for our 300th show. Can we say hello to Jillian Roberto and Mr. Matty Auerbach? Jillian, want to share anything? Single, maybe thinking of, do you have a dog?
Leave her alone.
I have a cat.
Cat. What's your favorite movie?
Get out of here.
Okay. We'll see you next week for more BackChat. It'll be 301. So long, everybody.